Hello, welcome to Đông Nai Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news today. On October 24th in Ho Chi Minh City, the annual Vietnam IT Outsourcing Conference 2019 took place with the theme Vietnam, a Destination for Innovation, with the participation of over 530 domestic and international delegates. In 2019, Vietnam ranked 42 out of 129 countries and the world economy on the Global Innovation Index of 3 levels compared to last year, ranked 88 out of 193 countries in the E-Government Development Index, and is rated as one of the 2 leading digital economies in the region. The space for developing and exporting information technology products of Vietnam is still large, but there are still barriers. The current problem is scarce human resources. Supply is not enough to meet demand. Foreign customers contact, but we do not have enough supply of engineers to serve. In Ho Chi Minh City, besides the difficulty of manpower, the city is facing the difficulty of raising the value, as 70 to 80% of current export products are still in the form of outsourcing. Many businesses have embarked on developing their own products, but enterprises themselves cannot do it without the support of the state's policies. After working as a hired employee, he must master the technology to bring the product to market. It depends on many factors, including policymakers and policymakers creating markets. In the framework of the conference, there are about 200 meetings, business connections, seeking partners for domestic businesses. The Vietnam Autumn Agricultural Forum, 2019, with the theme Vietnam's Land Policy and Development in the Context of International Integration, the largest gathering of researchers and policymakers, was held on October 24th to discuss the impact of land policies on agriculture, hosted by Vietnam Institute for Economic and Policy Research. Land accumulation has been said to tackle these issues, yet has fallen short of expectation due to inadequacies of current policies involving agricultural land. Vũ Trọng Khải, former director of the Central Agricultural Cooperative Management School No. 2, stressed upon the standardization of terms and theoretical frameworks to evaluate policies and come up with development plans based on the market-driven economy. There is an inevitable trend to establish big farms specializing in fruit trees, forest trees, and fish breeding to utilize advantages of the economies of scale and technologies, he said. NATO Defense Minister Thursday slammed Turkey for its military operation in Syria conducted with Russia's help, but recognized there was little they could do to sanction their strategically important ally. The first day of a 2-day meeting of the ministers in Brussels was dominated by the issue, with Turkey isolated among the 29 member states because of its incursion against Kurdish fighters it considers terrorists, but who are key in the fight against the Islamic State group in Syria. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg described discussions as frank and open, euphemism for sharp discord, and noted, "We have seen disagreement before, but the transatlantic alliance has endured." He stressed that the ministers agreed on the need to maintain our unity in the fight against IS. Bolivia Tribunal Supremo electoral on October 24th updated the results of the vote, with 99.92% of ballots counted at the presidential election on October 20th, in which incumbent President Evo Morales outright win in presidential vote with 47.07%, putting him 10 points ahead of main rival Carlos Mesa. With the results announced, Mr. Morales has met the conditions and will be re-elected for the 4th consecutive term because under Bolivian election law, any candidate with more than 50% of the vote or from 40% with a distance of 10% compared to the person behind it will become the winner. The Bolivian opposition declared it would not accept the election result and would call for demonstrations and strikes indefinitely to require the National Election Agency to organize a second round. Meanwhile, President Morales pledged at all costs to protect the official election results by declaring, if the final results indicate that we need to enter the second round, we are ready, but if the main statistics, it shows that everything is done and does not need round 2, all need to respect and we will protect it. That's all for the news today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.